Squiz Kids acknowledges the traditional owners of the lands on which we podcast, the Turrbal and Kombumerri people.
Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Hello, Squiz Kids quizzes, and welcome to the Kids vs. Adults Weekly News Quiz, your chance to prove who's been paying the most attention to the week that just was. I'm Bryce Corbett. Now, you know the drill. 5 questions for kids about the wonderful world's happenings of the past 7 days, then 5 questions for adults. Whoever answers the most correct questions takes a victory lap. Easy as. Plus, of course, because it's a Friday, we've got all today's birthday shout-outs and all the shout-outs for the weekend coming, including, of course, the world-famous birthday reggae tune. Because, let's face it, it wouldn't be a Friday without it. You ready all? Let's do this. Alright kids, here are your 5 questions. Question number 1. The week began with an exciting win in the Spanish Grand Prix for Aussie driver Oscar Piastri. What motorsport does he compete in? Yeah, that's right, it's Formula 1. Question number 2. It was the end of Reconciliation Week this week, culminating on Tuesday with a day marking the anniversary of an important law being passed recognising native title and the idea that Australia was inhabited before Europeans arrived. What's the name of the man from the Torres Strait Islands who famously took the fight for native title rights all the way to the High Court of Australia and won? And I'll give you 2 hints. We did a shortcut on him on Tuesday, and his first name is Eddie. Yeah, that's right. His name, of course, is Eddie Mabo. Well done. Question number 3. There was high excitement in the online gaming world this week with a new game name drop, Chase the Skies, and the launch of the much-anticipated Happy Ghast. What online game am I talking about? Yeah, I'm talking about Minecraft, the new announcement from Minecraft this week. Question number 4. In the podcast this week, we heard how paleontologists, who are scientists that study fossils to understand ancient life, have discovered that a certain animal that we now know as one that sleeps most of the day hanging upside down in trees in the jungle used to be as big as an elephant and ripped foliage from the tops of trees with a super powerful twisty tongue. Which animal am I talking about? Yeah, that's right, I'm talking about sloths. And back in ancient times, they were as big as elephants. Can you imagine? Question number 5. Which hugely popular Aussie women's sporting team won not 1 but 2 friendly games this week against Argentina? And they also got themselves a new head coach. Yeah, of course, it was the Matildas. Alrighty, how did you go, kids? Did you show those adults how it's done? Do you think they're looking a little bit scared? I'll bet they are. Before we put the adults through their paces, here's a little reminder about a very special Squiz Kids Q&A coming up.
Q&A call out.
Hi team, it's Bryce here, quickly jumping into your ears to remind you to get your questions in for our upcoming Squiz Kids Q&A with the Governor-General, Sam Mostyn. This is the podcast where you, the kids of Australia, get to ask the questions. Now, the GG has kindly agreed to take the Q&A hot seat because she wants to hear from you, to understand what's on your mind, and start to get you thinking about how our country is run and the role that you will grow up to play in it. Maybe you want to know what a Governor-General does, what things she wants to achieve while she's in office, how she got to be Governor-General, and what does it mean that she's the King's representative here in Australia? Does that mean she chats to him every week? And if so, what's he like? Has she been to his palace? And what does she have to do with the Australian Prime Minister and all the politicians we elect to sit in Parliament House on our behalf? It's a civics extravaganza, and the perfect chance for you and your classmates to start to think about how our government works. After all, it's your country too, and soon enough, you'll be in charge of it. So, don't just sit there, get busy sending your questions to squizkids@thesquiz.com.au. You've got until Friday, June 13. All right, adults, now it's your turn. Time to show those kids how it's done. Question number 1. Oscar Piastri won the Spanish Grand Prix, as we've already noted. In which Spanish city did the race take place? Yeah, that's right. It happened in Barcelona. Or Barcelona, if you like. Question number 2. One of the world's biggest pop artists had a big win earlier this week when she repurchased the rights to her back catalogue. Which pop artist am I talking about? Yeah, of course, I'm talking about Taylor Swift. Who else? Question number 3. Mushrooms have been in the headlines a lot this week, thanks to a court case taking place in Victoria involving a woman called Erin Patterson and an ill-fated beef Wellington meal that she cooked. What sort of mushrooms were in the beef Wellington? Yes, that's right, they were death cap mushrooms. Question number 4. One of the world's most active volcanoes blew its top this week, sending tourists scrambling down its ridges as it sent massive plumes of smoke into the sky. Located in Europe, which volcano am I talking about? That's right, I'm talking about Mount Etna. Question number 5. Senator Dorinda Cox from Western Australia made headlines this week when she defected to the Labor camp from which other political party? Yeah, that's right, she defected from the Greens. How did you go, adults? How many did you get right? Who is the winner this week? All bow down to your brainiac superiority. If you've missed any of these cool news stories throughout the week and you want to refresh your memory, don't forget that all of this week's Squiz Kids episodes are available for a re-listen wherever you get your podcasts. So, that's the end of the quiz, which means it's now time for...
Shout-outs.
It's Friday, June 6. Today is Queensland Day, marking the anniversary of the date in 1859 when Queensland separated from New South Wales to become its own colony and then eventually its own state. So happy birthday, Queensland. Today is also a special day for these Squiz Kids celebrating a birthday today and over the coming weekend. And because it's a Friday, let's crack out the old birthday reggae tune. Hit it! And it's a happy birthday too. Xavier from Yass, Scarlett from Parabadoo, Harry F and Winner from Brisbane, Aaron from Kalara, Mia from Caversham, Evelyn from Kellyville, Savannah from Curry Curry, Theo from Forest Lake, Alexander from Balcombe Hills. Good heavens, there's so many of you. Elkie from Port Neal, Lewis from Dural, Jacob from St Leonard's, Trisha from Bathurst, Jack from Heidelberg, we're only 2/3 of the way there, Dakota from Oran Park, Matthias from Canberra, Archie from Lane Cove, Maxwell from Maroubra, Maxima from Roseville, Andrew from Wagga Wagga, almost there, Dallas from East Ballina, and Ella and Elsie, who are listening all the way over there in Ontario in Canada. And belated birthday shout-outs go to Sana and Lane from Plumpton. Well, that's all we have time for. I hope you're enjoying these quizzes. Don't forget, there'll be a new one dropping first thing every Friday morning. And the best bit, they're absolutely free. Just as all our other excellent content is indeed free too. Check it all out at squizkids.com.au or simply subscribe to Squiz Kids in your favourite podcasting app and all the audio content will magically appear. For now though, this is Bryce Corbett signing off and reminding you all to get out there and have yourselves a most excellent day. Over and out.